or stuff like this. It's the little touches like this that make a video look a lot less homemade and a whole lot more professionally produced. Look at us. Which one would you keep watching? Which of us looks better? It used to be that if you wanted this level of professional quality, you'd either have to pay a professional editor or buy expensive software and spend weeks having to teach yourself how to use it. But not anymore. Videos lets you make stunning animations that are customized to your video in just a few clicks. And all you do is buy a one-time, lifetime membership for $67. And then you can use hundreds of templates, effects, animations, music, sound, and everything else on every video that you make. And we've made it super easy to use. See the video's logo right here? Well, instead of that, you just drop in your own logo. Or you can pick a different animation like this. With just a few minutes of work, Videos lets you make a huge difference to the quality of your video content. And that means more likes, more clicks, and more sales. Look, we love using video editors. In fact, we have a load of them working right here at Videos HQ. But it's not always the best option for everybody, especially when they can use something as quick, powerful, affordable, and simple as videos to create stunning video content that will have a massive impact on their audience. Click here, buy a lifetime license for just $67 and make your audience remember your videos.
No, she stole my shine. Okay, let's get to it.
Okay, so I'm Magnificent Mile.
I thought I was managing my moderate to severe Crohn's disease until I realized something was missing. Me.
You okay, sis?
My symptoms kept me from being there for my sisters. So I talked to my doctor and learned Humira is for people who still have symptoms of Crohn's disease after trying other medications. And the majority of people on Humira saw significant symptom relief, and many achieved remission in as little as 4 weeks.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Be there for you and them. Ask your doctor about Humira. With Humira, remission is possible.
If you can't afford your medicine, AbbVie may be able to help.
What's up, Spinach? Hi, baby girl. This is Spinach. Say hi, Spinach. Hello. That's my girl. She's so strong. This is Spinach. Spinach is my current obsession, and she has a couple different congenital conditions going on. I always say my favorite kittens to take on are kittens who have something going on that's totally new to me, and she has a couple of really interesting conditions.
Type in chat what y'all want me to play next, if y'all want me to play something different.
Pectus why am I so bad at saying this right now? Pectus excavatum. Got it. Pectus excavatum is also called funnel chest, and it's where the rib cage and sternum are abnormally shaped, and it can make it difficult for them to have proper space for their heart and their lungs. So some kittens who have pectus excavatum as they grow will have cardiac issues or respiratory issues. Spinach also has a congenital condition called eyelid agenesis, where her eyelids are not properly formed. Sometimes kittens can have multiple congenital conditions like this, and it just means that they're extra special. When I found out the shelter had a kitten who had pectus excavatum, I was really excited because I'd never worked on a case like that before. But I knew that I was going to have to consult our veterinarian to find out what treatment was going to look like for her. So I asked the shelter if they could send over some radiographs so we could see what we were looking at. So I got the x-rays, forwarded them to the vet, and she said, wow, this actually looks really urgent. Not only was Spinach's chest misshapen, but there was actually a free-floating bone at the bottom of her sternum, and it was pointed upwards towards her heart. This was like a ticking
So let's
time
get
bomb.
to
My
it.
veterinarian sent
Type
it
in
along
chat
to
what
a
y'all want
surgeon
me to
who
play if you
agreed
guys are
that
new.
this was really urgent and that she needed to have emergency surgery right away. So Spinach was only 3 weeks old and
Holy,
under a pound
I forgot
when she
to
had
put
to
on
go
my own.
immediately over to the
I
vet
keep
hospital
doing that.
for
Oh
a
my
procedure.
gosh.
The two vets worked together and they came up with a plan that involved sewing down into her rib cage and pulling the bones forward by attaching them to an external chest plate. So what they would do is actually fix a chest plate onto the outside of her body that would be attached and pulling those bones forward, kind of creating more space for her heart and her lungs, bringing that rib cage forward, and also attaching that free-floating piece so
BFK
that
real
the
quick.
whole
I gotta
thing
do
is
something with my
one
phone.
properly shaped rib cage. This is a really dangerous procedure, especially in a kitten
phone
who's
is
so
almost dead.
small and so young. They had to
Okay,
get
there we go.
creative about what to
Reloaded.
use to make that external chest plate. So they actually took a large syringe and cut it and drilled
No,
into
you
it.
freaking
And that was what
bot.
she would wear on her chest.
Yo, I
And at
hate
the
when
end of
people
it,
do this
she
thing
looked
where they
amazing.
just get
These vets
a
are
weapon and
truly
start
miracle
pushing
workers.
people.
Dr. Rachel
It
and
is
Dr.
so
Norris
annoying.
together gave her such an
Honest.
incredible gift by taking a chance
Type
on
in
such a young
chat
kitten and by working
what y'all
so
want me to
delicately
play
with
next.
her. After the surgery, they wrapped her up and gave her a little superhero outfit, which I thought was quite appropriate because actually my nickname for Spinach is Iron Girl. I call her Iron Girl because Iron Man, the Marvel superhero, has a piece of metal pointed towards his heart, and he has to wear a chest plate to protect him. And just like him, she had to go through the same thing. She had a sharp piece of bone pointing towards her heart, and at less than 1 pound, she had to have this procedure where she would wear this protective
Of
chest
course,
plate
you know,
for the
I
next
already get
3
that.
weeks. So that's why I call her my Iron Girl. Aren't you?
I do
You're the
not
Iron
get
Girl.
any
She
Iron
seriously is like a superhero. What an incredible thing to overcome at such a young age. And her spirits were really good. We kept her at the vet hospital for a couple of days so that they could
Who hit
monitor
me?
her and put her on really good pain meds
Yo.
because this is not a comfortable thing for a kitten to go through.
getting
We wanted her to feel
annoying.
safe and comfortable and like she had all of the medication that she needed.
Doing? No, you can't come out. You can't come out.
After a couple of days, one of their technicians generously delivered her to my home. She dropped her off in a little plastic tub, and that began her foster adventure.
Ah, there she is.
Oh man, she looks like she's doing great.
Hi, girl.
Now, caring for a kitten who
Yo,
has just had
text
pectus
in chat if
excavatum
y'all
surgery
have
does involve
recommendations of what
making
you
sure
guys want
that
me
the
to
chest
play.
plate is looking good,
Let's go, I
that you're
got full
changing
line of this
bandages,
time.
and you have to keep the whole chest plate contained because this is something that she could easily mess with or get caught on something. So I was instructed to unbandage every couple days, take a look at everything,
Did I?
rewrap
Yep, you
it, and
did.
then wrap the entire
Trash on
thing
this,
tight to
but
her
I'll take
body
it.
so that she's not able to
Still in.
harm herself or get it caught on anything. Now, that's a lot of wrapping. So the solution that I came up with was that every couple of days I would unwrap,
I'm
bandage,
really bad at
take a
this,
look,
so-
apply new bandage, and then put a little t-shirt over her. But of course, it's hard to find t-shirts for 1 pound kittens. So instead, I made her all of these wonderful outfits out of socks.
This guy didn't even get this? Bet. Hopefully I do not get rushed as soon as I do this. Imagine.
She had a lot of different awesome sock outfits. She had tropical socks, watermelon socks. One day we even wore matching mother-daughter
soon as I
outfits.
get
I
rushed, I
had
get
my
rushed.
taco mask and she had her taco outfit. And now she's finally about 1.5 pounds, which means she can fit
I
into
did
a
not get
ferret t-shirt. This is her
anything
polo
jump
t-shirt.
out.
It's designed for ferrets. It's amazing. I tried to buy a bunch of like guinea pig and rabbit t-shirts, but they're too big for her. But it turns out a ferret t-shirt fits her just right. Now, I should say for the record, it's very cute, but please do not dress your cat or your kitten up in a sock or in any other kind of outfit. Cats don't like being constrained by clothing, so unless there is a medical reason for doing so, you really should not have your cat getting dressed up like this.
That guy got some
She needs to be in this because it's protective of her chest and it is helping her as she recovers from her chest surgery. But I can't wait until the day that she can take it off. So since I knew Spinach was going to be all alone, I really wanted to get her a friend. And right around the time that we took her in, I was asked if I'd like to take in another special baby who was also a solo orphan.
That
kitten's name is Chickpea.
To watch the whole thing now.
Alright.
I don't know why it doesn't get processed.
Hi. Nice to meet you. She's really cool. You think you could just come in here and be that cute? Right off the bat?
Chickpea is also a very special kitten. She has a condition called a class 2 malocclusion. And if you've followed me for a while, or if you've watched my video on overbites and kittens, you already know what that means.
Oh, someone got the overbites. You got the class 2 malocclusion.
About to get a.
It's just like Gooseberry Jr.
A class 2 malocclusion is a severe overbite.
No!
And in kittens,
Come on!
that can
Get
cause
out of
their
my
bottom
game, dude!
teeth to
Stop just
puncture
hitting
their
people
palate.
when they
So
first
in a couple of
start.
weeks,
Stop just
Chickpea
getting
is going
guns
to
and then
dental
rushing
surgery
people.
to
I mean, not
extract
guns,
those
freaking
bottom
sword.
teeth.
All they
I
do
thought
is
this
get a
was a
sword
very
and then
fitting
rush.
pair.
They don't
Two
even
little
care about
special
that.
babies who both
And then they
need
go back
surgical
to get
procedures
everybody sick.
who could really
So
comfort each
dumb.
other throughout that.
Do you see her down there?
Gosh.
That's Chickpea. That could be your friend someday, maybe. Chickpea, look who it is. That's another friend.
I guess they're gonna rush me again, like usual.
But of course, I always do a minimum 2-week quarantine to make sure that everybody's healthy and that it's safe to introduce them. So for the first 2 weeks they were here, all they could really do was see each other from a distance and look at each other through the playpen longingly.
What in the... Who's visiting you?
Yo, my loot's trash.
Who's that?
Get out of my lobbies, like seriously.
Who's that?
That's annoying.
That's your
I
future
swear,
best
every
friend,
single
maybe.
time.
That could be your friend.
Every single time.
Yes. Potential friendship.
GL, HF, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dumb.
Belly.
Who the hecky is that? Who in the heck?
Oh god, somebody already tried
What
rushing
in
me.
the-
They didn't really succeed.
What?
But that
There's
means
other
we're
life
not
on
in a
Earth?
trash lobby. And I'm
Who
gonna
the
get demolished.
In the world? Who is that? Okay, Spinach. Here's Chickpea.
Look, that guy just missed too.
What do you think?
I swear I'm gonna get my armor on as soon as that happens. I'm gonna get rushed.
Oh, the little paw.
What in the world? Who's he? What's
I'm
it?
gonna get a golden sword right
Chickpea
now.
is a cutie pie. She is round and sweet and adorable, and she's really obsessed with Andrew.
It's my girl.
Here we go.
I feel like Chickpea is Andrew's foster kitten, and Spinach is my foster kitten. Spinach and I are super bonded. We sleep in the bed together.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet.
She has peed the bed a couple times, not gonna lie, but she's cute. Can't argue with that. That's okay. We all pee the bed sometimes, right? Right, guys? I don't really pee the bed, but if you do, it's okay. Anyway, now that Spinach and Chickpea are friends, they are like two peas in a pod. They are so, so cute. They do everything together.
Oh my god, how did I know this was gonna happen? Every single time, they have better than Why? Why do I always get leather freaking stuff?
And it makes me so happy because
Give me
both of
actual
them have had to
four
go through a
ones.
lot, and both of them will have to go through more, and they'll have each other. So today was a huge day for Spinach because this morning she had her 2 specialty appointments at the hospital. She was seen by an ophthalmologist who looked at her eyes, and she was seen by a veterinarian who did follow-up radiographs of her chest to find out if she is able to get that chest plate off or not. The ophthalmologist confirmed that yes, she does have eyelid agenesis,
again,
but
I get
that it
leather
is not
stuff.
so
How did I
severe
know
that
this
she'll
was gonna
need
happen?
reconstructive surgery.
Oh, because it
She's
happens
able
every
to
time.
open and close her eyes and see totally fine, but because her eyelids are underdeveloped and misshapen, the eyelashes are actually going inwards and pressing against her cornea. So unfortunately, she will need a procedure for her eyes, and that procedure is called cryoablation.
Anybody watching, if you guys want me to do a different game,
the
just
eyelashes
type in chat.
don't grow anymore, and that's something that she'll be able to have done in a couple of weeks. So unfortunately, it's not the end of your surgical journey, Miss Thing, but she's a very strong girl, and I know she'll do great. Now, the really good news is, you ready? You ready? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Oh my god, dude, I swear.
No more chest plates!
What's gonna happen next?
Her chest is totally normal now. It's shaped properly. The surgery worked incredibly. She has amazing space for her lungs and her heart. I know. And she really wants to mess with her little scabs, which is why she still has to wear a t-shirt. But, oh my gosh, they did an amazing job. Look at that. No more chest plate. I mean, she's been wearing that for more than half of her life now. So she does still have to wear the t-shirt.
Dang,
she's
that
like,
was
oh,
weird.
let me nibble my chest. We're not gonna
I swear
nibble
if
right
I get
now,
rushed as I'm doing
Now,
this,
eventually,
I'm
that
gonna
will all heal up
Come on,
perfectly, and she
boys,
won't
let's
have to
not
wear
get
the
rushed.
t-shirt anymore. But until then, it's
I got
Spinny
rushed.
Fashionista
calling
time.
it
And
some
Lord
social
knows I
media
have a
now.
variety of guinea pig t-shirts and rabbit t-shirts
Oh,
that
for
will
once I
fit
didn't get
you for
rushed.
as
Let's go.
long as we need. So that's Spinach. She is awesome. She is
And I still got
so
Treasure Loot,
wonderful. Yes, she has a lot going on, but who doesn't have a lot going on, right? She's a strong and sweet girl, and she is my favorite little buddy right now. So thanks for watching.
Dang, it's funny. This is like Florida. One moment it's sunny, the next moment it's... Oh my god! Goodness gracious, mate. What's next? GLHF, what does that mean?
Let's go. There you go, Stairmaster.
Hello.
Good job.
If you a girl, say hi.
Is a
No,
tripod.
I'm no girl,
Whoa,
even though I just said
it doesn't
hi
fall him down.
before you said it though. That boy's trying to rush. Oh, he's going,
When
he's
I met
going.
Jez, I could tell his leg was
He'd
broken.
be
His
going
leg
like that.
had clearly broken when he was an infant because it had already healed, and it had healed really improperly. So this is a normal leg. That's the normal
Let's hope I do not get rushed while I'm going
position his
downstairs.
foot should be in. Functional. He's totally
All we can do is
sleeping.
really hope.
And then this
And I got
leg,
rushed. Okay.
not so normal. So this leg was broken when he was an infant. So this is just like a big floppy foot that's not even remotely doing him any favors. If you look at the x-rays, you can see that his leg
Dude, look
really
at
was
this.
misshapen. You know, that leg really was not able to be functional, so it was kind of this floppy thing hanging on. So I took him to an orthopedic specialist. We learned that there were basically 3 options. Option number 1, leave the leg as is, basically
guarantee that eventually he would develop arthritis and a lot of discomfort. The second option was going in surgically, re-breaking the leg and resetting the bone, and he would have a 10-week recovery time, and worst of all, no guarantee that he actually would be able to walk properly on it. Because his leg had broken when he was so young, the bones and ligaments didn't really form properly. So even with surgery, there was no guarantee that the leg would be functional.
Oh no! Oh, I forgot about
this was the
that.
option we were heavily advised
I forgot
to
what
take. So
chicken
given
things
the
can
option
do.
between
No.
putting him through something very, very painful that was in no way guaranteed to work, or the option of delaying the inevitable, or the option of doing an amputation surgery now and knowing that he'll be okay for the rest of his life, putting him through something very, I know for some people that sounds really intense, but I have to tell you, there's kind of this running joke with veterinarians and rescuers that cats are born with an extra leg because they actually really do quite well as a tripod. Cats with 3 legs can
I will
live
organize it in a
perfectly
second,
healthy,
so don't get
normal lives.
mad.
Of course, the older they are when that happens, the longer it takes for them to adjust. So his surgery was set for once he hit 2 pounds, and his surgery happened 1 week ago. Jez is 7 days past his amputation surgery, and he's looking beautiful. It's healing really, really nicely. And that's 7 days of being on bed rest, pain medication, and antibiotics just to make sure that everything heals well and no infections. But 7 days later, I'm so very proud of how he looks. I wanted to make just a quick video about my experience with his amputation because I think
Dude, I swear they get better loot every single time. Did you just see his loot? Like, he literally had diamond on.
Something like this, first of all, I want you to be assured that kittens really do recover quickly. They can blow you away with how much they can do on just 3 legs. But I also want to be honest with you because so many people said to me, amputation, no big deal, don't worry about it. And I think I had not emotionally prepared myself for what it was like to see
didn't realize that
with
that was
his limb missing for the first time.
I didn't mean to
So
hit that.
I guess my big piece of advice is if this is something you go through, just like mentally prepare yourself that it might be a little jarring when you first see your kitten after surgery. After surgery, they're going to be quite out of it because it's a major surgery. They're going to be on some serious
Like, I was dead there.
medications,
I didn't mean to
and
hit
they're
something,
going to have this
and I hit it.
combination
Oh
of
my god.
having just lost their limb, which is confusing.
Okay,
and
let's
also
do a
being on
challenge.
heavy sedatives, which is also confusing. So after surgery, it was pretty
I'm
alarming.
gonna do a
how
rookie
disoriented
challenge
he
and a
seemed.
warrior
I had
challenge.
that moment of just like feeling so
Like,
empathetic
you're
and
kidding me, right?
hurting, like genuinely hurting for him.
Did y'all
But
just
I have
see
to say
that?
passed
Are y'all
really
seeing
quickly
this?
Because even within
Type
a
in
couple
chat if
hours,
y'all
he
are
was
seeing
up
this.
and starting to walk around.
Good job!
Oh, I thought that guy would. Is that guy on my base?
If you look at old footage of him, he kind of already moved like a tripod because he couldn't use that leg.
Thank
so,
God, though.
Now he was moving the same
I'd
way.
be
He
dead.
just didn't have a big floppy limb in the way. And within a few hours, I felt
I
really
really want to go
reassured
after that
we had
thing.
made the right decision and that he was going to do well. When you're preparing to bring home a kitten who just had amputation surgery, I definitely recommend making any accommodations in the home. We moved our mattress off of our bed and put it on the floor so that he could still sleep with us and access us. As he's getting more active, we have some steps that he can walk on to help him get up to different surfaces. We're gonna try to restrict their movement, make sure they're on good pain management. He has been on pain medication for 7 days now, and that's about the appropriate amount of time
Do I know what I'm gonna do?
like this. Now the incision
I'm
is
gonna
pretty large.
oh, we
You
had
wanna
to do
make
a
sure you're
diamond
looking at
spot.
it throughout the day, checking if anything changes. If you see anything that's concerning, like bleeding or pus or an incision opening, you want to take them back to the vet right away. The skin is so amazing and it wants to heal itself. So just by keeping it clean and keeping an eye on it, you start to see within a couple days it really is looking so good.
What should I
Jez
make?
is
A
allowed
sword?
to do a little bit more movement. He did the stairs for the first time this morning.
Good job! Let's go, come on!
He's starting to play again.
What you doing, little maniac?
Tripod cats may be considered special needs, but honestly, they're not that different from a cat that has 4 legs. He can still jump up onto stuff, jump down from stuff. get himself into every
Oh my gosh, dude.
He zooms around the house so fast.
Are you serious?
No idea that he was missing a limb. And you know the truth
I have a
is,
knot in
he
my
still
head.
has one more leg than I do.
Yo, I'm
Good
on it.
job,
I
Jez.
didn't realize that I was only allowed to use stone
Still
swords.
He's honestly one of the most
That's
precious
dumb.
little babies I think I've ever fostered, and going through this with him has just made
Okay,
me
I'm
closer
gonna
to
do
him.
the only.
He loves nursing on t-shirts.
No, I need to cancel that. I need to go here. No. I was gonna do the ultimate sword challenge. I mean the ultimate
Ears and lips
rookie
and
challenge.
pretty much anything you'll let him nurse on.
Yeah, clearly I'm only allowed to use stone swords. Which I didn't know that.
Get in there, buddy.
Just clearing facts up.
Live your truth, baby boy.
He
And I didn't
loves
even
his
get an
friend
enchanted
Emmett,
one.
the pig.
That sucks.
And he is not slowed down by the loss of his limb. If you're about to go through amputation surgery for a kitten,
That
I want you to know
sucks.
that your kitten will do great. They will have a wonderful life, but I also want you to be prepared that it is a major surgery. There is a period of healing, and it's okay if their energy is a little bit low for a couple of days. That's a good thing. You want your kitten to take the time to heal so that later on they can be their normal, pouncy, lovely self again.
Hardcore.
Good job. He says, I don't need no stinking fourth leg. I can kick my kicker toys. I can pounce on stuff. Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Jez, you're an angel from heaven. You're an angel from heaven above.
Hey, that works. Oh my gosh. That didn't work. That definitely did not work. On me. Yo, tell me if y'all can hear me on chat. In chat, because I don't know, and if y'all don't hear me, then y'all won't type in chat.
Hello! This is my new foster kitten, Apple. Hi, Apple. Apple is a very special kitten because she has a condition
The guy
called
trying to rush
Swimmer
me
syndrome. And
falls.
you can see her little legs kind of splay out to the side. So instead of her feet going down
Sad.
underneath her body, they go out to the side,
That's
kind
sad.
of like
He's
she's
so
doing
trying
the
to rush me.
breaststroke.
Those cute
Okay,
little legs.
Oh my god! Yo!
It's a little tricky. We're gonna fix you right up, girlfriend.
Look at
Yo! Come
That is
on.
not a normal leg
I
position,
did a
girl.
rookie and everything.
It's like if you're not holding the legs in that position,
Rookie
they
challenges.
splay totally out.
She's 3.5 weeks old now, and she was still pancaked.
So when they're younger than this, you won't really know if they have this condition. But at this age, we would expect to see her little feet coming right underneath her body so that she can take steps. But instead with her, you know, we see her kind of splayed
As I
out to
get
the
leather.
side. The shelter had actually created like this vest for her that was a wrap around her upper body, and they attached these little pipe cleaners to it. The idea was that they could lift up the pipe cleaners and her legs should fall down underneath her so that she could get exercise that way. But the reality is that when you lift her up, her little legs still just lift up sideways with her. A great thing about Apple is that we do have her when she's so young, so she's really pliable. All of her joints and her bones can be really malleable at this age, so we want to encourage them to grow in the right direction so that she can have mobility when she's older. Right now, she does have a really
That's
hard
a
time
glitch,
walking,
guys.
although she's encouraged by
That
this
has to
warm
be
bottle.
apparently
Are you
you're not
hungry?
allowed to
She said,
wear
yeah, you better feed.
But they're
And
allowed
before we
to
can
wear
feed you, we gotta make you go potty. The indignity. So I did take a photo of her side by side with a kitten who's the same age as her but has normal leg development. So if you look at the photo, you can see the black kitten has, you know, normal leg posture. The feet are out in front, whereas she has her feet splayed out to the side. So you can really see the difference there. She kind of looks like she's clicking her heels together. For all of her challenges, she doesn't struggle with being chonky. These little legs need to be able to go underneath her body in order for her to walk normally. Instead of going out to the side, I want her hips to come in. So we want these hips to come in, and we want the feet to be able to go underneath her body, like that. So she can move her feet that direction, but as soon as I let go, woo, it all goes out to the side. Last night I talked to my veterinarian friend Rachel, and it was really cute. She showed me on a little cat toy using painter's tape.
I actually jumped it. Yeah, I was actually skeptical about. Oh my god, dude! I hate when people do this. I actually hate when people do that. They spam you, spam.
And where you want to
stop
connect
spamming.
the legs
Learn how to
together.
play
So we're
games.
gonna
Stop
try that for
spam.
her today.
Someone's
Now
like,
I do want to say I'm not an
jeez.
expert at this at all.
Learn how to
This is
play
pretty
the
new
game.
to
Stop
me, so we're
spamming.
going to be learning together here and
Same
see
thing.
what we
Same
can do.
concept.
This is a first for me too. We're going to try to wrap your little legs and see if we can do it. Are you ready? You're gonna have to be brave, and I'm gonna have to be brave. We just gotta see if we can do this together. It might be a little bit awkward at first, but that's okay. The tools that I need to be able to do this, I have right here. So I have my vet wrap, and this is just like a little wrap that's gonna go around the exterior of her leg wrap. Then I have some gauze roll. I have a little bit of extra fluffy gauze roll if we need that. And I have some tape, some scissors. Oh, are you gonna roll over? You gonna roll over. You know, with your little froggy legs, it gives me more room to love on that cute little belly of yours. What an angel. She's like making air biscuits. She's such a happy girl. So let's begin. I'm gonna start with my gauze roll. So there's my gauze roll. And this, I'm gonna actually cut, I think. Because you have very little legs. So you don't really want your gauze roll to be super thick. You know, I want it to be thin enough that I can easily wrap it for her. I might need some help holding her. I don't know if we can do this without a hand, girl. Be right back, asking for help. I just need you to like hold her like this. But we're gonna have to get used to it because we have to do this every 4 days. So, okay, starting at an angle and then wrapping around. It has to happen. Okay, why don't you try holding her the other way? Can you do it maybe this way so that, okay. So now that that's on there, oh no, I didn't get my vet wrap ready. It's okay. I know it's a little weird. We gotta do what we gotta do, girlfriend. You know, her prognosis is really good with this. It's about 3 to 4 weeks, and you change the wrap every couple days. Every week it just gets better and better is the idea. I think probably I will get better at wrapping her too.
I want to do the no block
this first one is gonna be
I actually want to see this.
Kinda clunky. She got out of her pants. The pants don't got no legs in them.
Basically, I'm gonna have to wait until somebody rushes me.
I'm gonna have to try again. You outsmarted me. She said I want to be a frog leg forever.
Without getting killed before I even get my stuff.
Scratch that.
But I'm gonna leave now, so.
That definitely didn't work. Oh, that was really frustrating.
Who's been watching my stream? Like
24 hours straight.
I'm glad for you.
I'm thankful. Work on this kitten's legs, and the truth is, it just wasn't working. She's like an escape artist. She kept popping out of those pants no matter what I was doing. Like, at first I was doing it too tight, and then I undid it. I did it too loose. She kept slipping out of it. At one point, I thought I got it just perfect, and my veterinarian said, that looks great. Well, an hour later, I came back in, and she has declared a no pants zone. She had gotten out of the pants. I wanted to show you this footage anyway, because sometimes things are harder than they look. Like, I thought that was going to work out beautifully, and it just didn't.
I do not win.
The reality is, either way, we have to find a way to help these kittens, and we have to get creative. I really tried. I thought that it was gonna work out, and she kept taking them off. It was frustrating for me, but I think it was even more frustrating for her. So here's what I did instead. I ended up going with a much simpler method, which is using medical tape to tape her legs. This medical tape is sticky, but it's not abrasive and it's not uncomfortable when you take it off of her. Most importantly, it's secure enough that it actually stays put, and because it's not this big bulky thing that's encasing her entire leg, she actually does have more comfort and mobility.
I'm just gonna sit here for a second, guys. Don't mind me.
You're just doing some little...
I'm just gonna get 7 gold.
Pliés, that's what those are.
Plie.
And pliés, get me out of this.
The trick is to find her knees and then place a piece of tape around each. Once the knees are taped together, you do the same thing with her ankles. Then you tape them together in such a way that the hips are square, or at least closer to square. You can always bring them closer together every couple of days. She's been a lot more comfortable this way and even purring. So when I don't have the tape on her legs, I can actually do some exercises with her for her mobility. Like I can take her feet and place them underneath her body in the position that they should eventually go into. Even just helping her get into this posture is really, really good. We want to see these feet pointing this way. Can you keep them there? Whoop! Someday you're gonna walk like this. I know.
As my game lags, so it's spawned.
I'm a permanent sploot cat. Something I can do with her is actually help her move her feet in the right direction, like this. She's like, I've had enough of you, lady. Whoop! And then they sploot right back out. I know. We'll get there. We got a lot of work to do, but we'll get there. So I'm really happy with this, and I think she's a lot happier with this too. It'll be interesting to see how she does. I'll be sure to follow up with another video very soon. This little girl is so sweet and such a fighter. She may struggle to walk right now, but I want to do everything I can to give her the opportunity to someday get on her 4 feet and run.
See what you got here.
This is just 2 days. Look, she put her foot. Look at that. Look at that. That's after 2 days.
Job, Apple.
Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like, I put my foot under my body.
Dang.
We're just gonna practice marching. We're just gonna practice marching our legs in the right direction.
I'll take a little bit more in stone.
It's time for an Apple update. What do you think, Apple? Should we update our friends? 2 weeks ago, I brought home a little kitten named Apple. If you watched my first video with her, you already know her story.
Dang,
Apple is a very special kitten because she has a condition called swimmer syndrome. And you can see her little legs kind of splay out to the side. So instead of her feet going down underneath her body, they go out to the side, kind of like she's doing the breaststroke.
Look at those cute little legs. Can you get yourself up? It's a little tricky. We're gonna fix you right up, girlfriend.
I knew she needed to have her legs wrapped in order to get them to grow in the right position, but figuring out the right method that would work took a lot of trial and error. Eventually, I was able to get her legs in the right position using medical tape, and after just a few days, it started to work.
This is just 2 days. Look, she put her foot, look at that!
So now it's been 2 whole weeks, and I wanted to share an update. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Since you last saw her, I continued taping her legs and doing physical therapy exercises. We're just gonna practice marching our legs. She didn't always love it because, of course, it did restrict her mobility. But without doing it, her mobility would be restricted for potentially the rest of her life. I hung out with her a lot, kept her company.
What are you doing, silly girl? Huh? Do you need a hand?
And told her how very strong she was.
I know. It's a little frustrating to have tape on your legs. Are you doing so good? I'm so proud of you. Unbelievable. You're an unbelievably strong little girl.
Yeah, you were so strong. You were.
That's my girl.
This my girl. Finally, she had her appointment with the orthopedic specialist, and we got some great news. The tape was already working wonders, and because she's so young and so malleable, the doctor expected her to make a full recovery.
You ready to go to the vet?
This is like kind of the key period for her right now in terms of correction. Usually around 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So having her corrected more often right now.
Oh my god, no way do I fall off and my game lags.
Then I take her feet and I try to I try to rotate them.
It seems like this portion has improved a lot already in the last 5 days. So I would probably continue to do this, like I said, probably for another maybe like 5 days if you're able to do that and like change them daily and she tolerates that, and then start to have her out of them more. Okay. Because this is kind of her like golden window of correcting these, and it's working.
Cool.
So you're kind of already doing the right thing for the timeline of her life.
Let's get it.
She's very happy. So she forgives me quickly. She's like, she hates it while it's happening, and then she's like, okay, I forgive you. So I brought her home, and every time I'd take the tape off, she was better and better at getting up on her feet. Good job. Wow. Go Apple. Go Apple, go. Go Apple, go. Several times a day, I'd remove the tape and give her a chance to practice walking. She was doing amazing. At every feeding, I gave her lots of massages and helped her with passive range of motion exercises. Let's see some steps. Good job. You hungry? Ooh. Yes, girl. We spend a lot of time together because this little girl eats a lot and in large quantities. She ain't missing meals. Just look at that belly. Once we hit day 7 of taping, I was amazed at her progress. Okay, so today is day 7. So her hips are really in a better position now, but her feet are still pretty outward when she walks. She kind of walks like a duck now. You blow me away, girlfriend. With that little floppy ear. What's going on with this floppy ear? How come this little ear is so cute and floppy? What's that about? Just a floppy little apple. I wanted to give her lots of room to practice walking, so we made a big apartment for her with a yoga mat on the floor, which is extra grippy and can help her as she practices her footing. Look at you go! Is that your bedroom? Will you give me the grand tour of your new apartment? This yoga mat is my gym. And this is my living room. Over here,
you've got
the dining room. We got a bathroom. Wow, now that she's had room to stretch out and she's no longer bound by medical tape, she is walking beautifully and even playing. I'm so excited for her to grow up and to someday be able to run. We even brought home some new kittens her age from the shelter, and soon she'll be able to have friends of her very own. I truly believe that saving animals requires an equal mix of hope and stubbornness. If I weren't such a stubborn person, I might not have been so determined with her leg wraps. And if I didn't have so much hope for her, I might not have believed this was possible. This is why I always say to stay stubborn and have hope, because that's how we save lives. Hope is a stubborn resistance against suffering and the relentless insistence that a positive outcome is possible. And for Apple, that hope has made all the difference. Go, Apple, go! Go, Apple, go! Go, Apple, go! Go, Apple, go!
You did such a good job. Look how far you've come, baby Apple.
So this is gonna be the fastest update ever because not much to report. We've got ourselves a perfectly healthy, normal kitty. Apple, look at ya. Just look at these legs. It's an exciting day today because it's your adoption day.
Marco
Now we've come
Okay, let's play again.
You are just burring and burring. Listen
Sorry
to these purrs.
about that. That just scared me. Yo.
So guys, here's Apple, and Apple was our swimmer syndrome kitten. Remember when we got you, Apple, your legs were all splooted out to the side. Sploot. Look at those cute little legs.
Have a great time.
Can you get yourself up?
Watching. Y'all can do whatever.
When we got Apple, her legs were all splayed out to the side. But here she is now. Look at those legs. Yeah! Apple was actually my first swimmer syndrome kitten, and that meant that I had a bit of a learning curve. I knew that I was gonna have to tape her legs, but I wasn't really an expert on how to do that. So it was a lot of trial and error. You were so patient, remember? In the beginning, I was making pants, and then she was taking them right off. She got out of her pants. The pants don't got no legs in them. But eventually I figured out how to tape her legs and get them in the proper position. Whoa! You see what I have to put up with? Ah! Well, she certainly doesn't have any trouble running. Apple, come here. Come here. Come here, Apple. Woo! So a kitten like Apple who has swimmer syndrome just needs a little bit of early intervention and support. The great thing was I was able to work on her when she was so young that we got her legs fully into the right position, and now you would never know that she was like that to begin with. I mean, this is a very functional kitty. Okay. Apple's case is a prime example of what I mean when I say stay stubborn and have hope. A positive outcome is possible.
Just,
oh my gosh.
Well, just type in chat what I should play, and I will play.
Okay. Stubborn hopefulness is this quality that I think every rescuer should try to possess, where we feel very stubborn in our belief that a positive outcome is possible. That makes us determined to make it so. And hopefulness means that when we see an animal in distress, we don't just see the sorrowful situation, we see the potential future in them. And when I looked at this little kitten in the shelter with her legs splayed out to the side, I didn't see a sad situation. I saw a hopeful situation, and I pictured this day, adoption day. I pictured that you'd be able to run and jump and climb, and look at her now. We're doing it. Apple can do everything that any other kitten can do. Check this out. Apple. Woo! She's a great climber. Apple, come on. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, girlfriend. Apple can jump, she can climb, she can play, she can do it all. Yes, you can, girlfriend. She could do everything. So when you see a kitten like Apple, I don't want you to see a hopeless situation. I want you to see all the hope that exists within her. Wow, now the only swimming she does is kneading the air, because she's very happy. I'm so proud of you. You know, there were moments when I was doing her physical therapy and she was not enjoying it, and you kind of just have to hope it all is gonna pay off. But those brief early moments of discomfort she had to go through are gonna give her the gift of 20 years of mobility, and that's pretty amazing. So these little swimmer kittens absolutely can be healed, can be saved, are worthy of dignity. They are worthy of protection. I'm so proud of you.
Oh my god, as he hits me off.
You're so sweet.
Wow. Yo,
okay, let's go to your adoption.
Go out, pretend to team with him just to destroy his bed. But he killed me. He's mean.
Hi, nice to meet you too. Hi, Andrew, nice to meet you.
He's a meanie
She's a little
boy.
spooked from being in the car.
I used all my stuff.
Very, very sweet. She's a special cat.
That scared the living crap out of me.
Yay! Good job, Apple.
Really,
you did a good job. Couldn't be cuter.
Get out of my game, boy. Get the frick out of my game. Trust me, you don't want to be in my game, boy. Everything is really gonna be named Minecraft, by the way. Dude, I swear, every single time I get hit. And it's out of nowhere, dude. It's like some hit me, but there's nobody there, so how can something hit me? It's so weird.
We're on the highway. We are headed to pick up a 1-day-old little calico from Pasadena. This is a kitten who came in off of the street. She was really, really cold, and they got her warmed up and then called me and asked, do I know anybody in the area who would want to help? And I was like, do I know anybody? I am somebody. Let's take her. The exciting thing is that Sonia and I are driving on the highway right now, and we're getting this little calico, and Andrew is at home, and he doesn't know that we're going and getting this baby. So it's going to be really, really fun to surprise him. Andrew's obsessed with calicos. So when he wakes up, he's going to have a
text and chat if y'all
baby to kiss. The person who asked me about this kitten is Chris the cat guy. He's an amazing rescuer up in LA. He does tons of TNR. He does tons of kitten rescue and sheltering work. I adore him. So I'm super stoked that we get to see him on the side of the highway. I think we're going to meet him in the parking lot of a mall. Yep, meet in a mall. So maybe we'll go shopping with the kitten. Probably not. But yeah, let's go get this baby. Okay, here we are. There's a carousel here. This is fancy. Where's our kitten? Should we ride the carousel while we're waiting? I'm trying to ride that carousel. If we have to wait, then we're going on a carousel. California's got fancy malls.
And no parking ever.
And no parking ever. I feel like the carousel is a good landmark, though, to tell him.
Meet us at the carousel, bring the calico. It's kind of a dream.
I know, it is like a weird dream.
Ooh, is this a spot? Oh, that's a point.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
She's right underneath there.
Hi. She's really little. She still has that first day poop.
Yep, I actually got nervous about it because I was like, wait, you're not supposed to be pooping yet.
Meconium. Hi, beauty.
White.
She's beautiful. She's so pretty. She looks squish-faced to me. Have I just not seen a neonate in a couple weeks?
She's beautiful. Any shelter, pretty much any rescue group is going to be like a day old. I can't.
You think? People don't want day olds.
It's tough. The success rate with it and the bandwidth that goes into it, it's tough.
I love her. We have stuff for her in the car, which is over there. Do you want to?
I'll walk with you because I have some paperwork to leave with you.
Okay, cool. We have a heat pad for her. We have a soft blanket. We have a snuggle companion, and we brought formula and like a way to heat it up. She's hungry. Okay, so we'll feed her before we go. Oh my God, she's like so small. She disappears into. Hi. So this is like a bottle warmer for a human baby, which I don't know much about human babies, but they do get some really cool stuff. So check this out. This is like squishy, and then it has this little coin looking thing. And so feel it right now. It's this, like feel this is like not warm.
Right.
So you do this and watch. It becomes hot. The whole thing becomes hot.
Is it single use?
Once it cools down, then you have to boil it, and then you can use it again. So I think this thing is amazing. Because you can just warm up whatever you have on the go. So I always keep this in my car with formula and bottled water in case you need to do like an emergency feeding. You can make it warm while making it fresh.
That's rad.
Pretty cool. I do a lot of like looking at human baby stuff because people are very invested in human babies, and they're not so invested in cat babies, but a lot of the products can be used for both. So, and it feels good on your hands. I brought her a toothbrush.
Hold up.
So we can brush her if we need. And then I brought a Miracle Nipple.
That guy got passed.
When she came into the shelter, she wasn't very alert. She was pretty cold, so the first thing we did was put her onto a heating pad. After about 10 minutes, her body started to warm up. Her paws were still kind of cold for the past couple of hours. I've kept her on an external heat source, and now she seems to be bright and alert.
All the time when I go pick up kittens, they're cold, and I'm like, the easiest thing to do, even if you don't know how to feed, even if you don't have supplies, is just get them warm. Like, do something to get them warm. Microwave some rice in a sock and get them warm. I mean, these little ones, they can't regulate their own body temperature. At this age, they have no gag reflex, they're blind, they can't hear anything.
So
the only thing that a kitten this age can do is move towards heat and move away from heat. Like, heat is everything for kittens of this age. So she knows it feels good to be warm. Are you hiccuping? What's that?
Where is that guy's base?
Oh my God, her little speckle face. She is gonna be spectacular looking. Andrew's gonna freak
I forgot that he had a thing for tricolor cats.
He's obsessed with calicos, and I'm obsessed with singletons. So this is like, you just intersection of everything we love. We would love her anyway. That's one thing that I have in common with kittens, is we both like heat. That's why I moved to California.
I was just about to say that.
Are you gonna eat for me? When they're this little, they like so rarely just like pop right on, but we'll see. What do you think, little one? I mean, when I'm feeding them, when they're this little, it's like one drop at a time. You are not super stoked on that. Are you swallowing at all? I'm putting like one drop in her mouth and it's not going. I mean, we have tube feeding supplies at home if we have to tube feed her, but I would very much like to not have to do that.
Right.
You don't want to eat? One drop. That poop that's so dark and sticky, that's actually like the first poop ever. That's called meconium.
Dang.
And
I
that
was
is
so
basically like the digested waste products from being inside the mama.
That's what I get for thinking.
She's got her umbilical cord.
I thought I was in the clear too. I was just gonna wait
Push that
till
poop
he
out.
left.
Make room for
Too
some more
far
food.
to save it, and
I
he
think she's just not
freaking
feeling
voided
good.
me.
What are we thinking?
Hey.
That felt like something, though. I'm not thrilled with how she's eating, but I'm not freaking out. I think we gotta get her in the incubator.
I suck at this game. I suck at everything.
Well, I'm thankful that you're taking her. I wish we didn't need to do this. If somebody had trapped her mom
in
and
chat told me what you guys want to play.
I know.
Actually,
one of the most frustrating things for me about taking on kittens where I don't know where they're from is that, like, I'm gonna put my time and energy and resources into saving this life, which is completely worth it. But her mom and dad are still out there breeding, and that's
let me see how
why we have to do TNR. That's why we have to do the preventative side too.
Yep. There's usually not a litter of one, which means
there's other babies out there.
Hey, if you find kittens, they're probably not abandoned.
I know.
Mom is probably in the bushes over there watching us right now.
I know, and like, you think mom's not there, and no parking because you are there. I'm like, wait for the mom, trying to get the mom too. I know, if we had the mom, we would be able to, like,
over there watching us right now.
Yo, precious antibodies that she needs to get. Mom's not there, and no parking because you are
trying to see how long I've been on.
Wait for the mom, trying to raise them too. I know, if we had the mom, we would be able to,
bushes over there watching us right now.
Yo,
I know, and like, I gotta mom's not there, and no parking because you are
trying to see how long I've been on.
Wait for the mom, trying to raise them too. I know, if we had the mom, we would be able to,
bushes over there watching us right now.
Yo,
I know, and like, I gotta mom's not there, and no parking because you are
trying to see how long I've been on.
Wait for the mom, trying to raise them too. I know, if we had the mom, we would be able to,
bushes over there watching us right now.
I know,